single household should have. Not enough households do have, so we're going to help you get this really crucial health monitoring tool home, and we're going to do it at a really great price. 4 easy payments of $7.85. I'm talking about the Advocate Speaking Wrist Blood Pressure Monitor. It's really nice to see you, Denise.
Nice to see you,
We're going to have the
Sandra,
EV rider coming up, which is so awesome.
Some knee sleeves.
What'd you say?
Some knee sleeves.
And some knee sleeves coming up from Tommy Copper. So Denise, as you can imagine, is our wellness and fitness expert. She truly is an expert. She's been a yoga instructor. But why is it so important to be able to monitor our blood pressure at home?
Because if you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, your doctors will tell you you need to monitor every single day. But almost as importantly is half of American adults have high blood pressure and don't even know it. And that's why it's called the silent killer. So extremely important to monitor at home, especially if you know you have the high blood pressure. But this monitor itself is one push, one button. It's a big display. It speaks to you, and it's backlit. So you do not have to be a medical professional to interpret, well, what are these numbers? Because the World Health Organization changed those numbers recently. So what's normal for me might not be normal for you, it just changes. As we age, our blood vessels lose elasticity. That could be a contributing factor. Women over the age of 65 are more, have a higher propensity than men to have high blood pressure. And things like diet, exercise, your stress level, so many different things can interfere with blood pressure.
Just even different stages of life, right?
Exactly, exactly. So this makes it easy, not stressful.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like women who are, I think as I was thinking of expectant moms because
you're looking, I thought you were looking at me because of menopause.
Oh. Listen, at 52, I'm not talking about me for an expectant mom. But we were doing just the scrubs.
Yes.
And I was thinking like, oh, even for like, maybe expectant moms, this would be really good as well.
Absolutely for everybody. My parents are both in their late 70s. I speak of them often. Both have high blood pressure and are on medications. Just over the holiday season, my dad was taking some medicine for a cold, and it interfered with his blood pressure significantly because a lot of cold medicines do. But if you're not aware and you don't know what's going on in your body, this can be that tool to be your own best advocate.
There are many different types of blood pressure monitors. You can certainly spend a lot more. In fact, our featured price on this is $40, so you're saving almost $9. But why I particularly like this one is that it really is an advocate for you, not just an advocate in the brand name. It speaks to you.
It does.
So if you're someone who maybe is visually impaired or you just like the idea of having it very clear, the monitor's big. Most of us will be able to easily see it, but I like that it speaks to you. It will tell you. And the colors.
The colors. Well, I have mine on silent, which I think is nice. First of all, this can, in settings, you can choose English or Spanish. And if you don't want it to speak to you, you can have it on the silent mode. So that's why mine's not speaking.
So maybe you want it quiet because you're taking care of someone, you don't want to wake them up.
Exactly.
Right.
And it stores 90 readings, your last 90 readings. We do have videotape that shows how to do a live reading. We don't do it live on air because you're not supposed to talk. You're supposed to have your legs uncrossed. There you go. Here's the reading now. Opposite a wristwatch, not like a wristwatch, opposite, so on the underneath side. And if you can't prop up your arm so that the monitor's heart level, use your case. It works perfectly on a table. Takes about 40 seconds to get that full reading, systolic, diastolic, date and time stamp, your heart rate, and look how big it is. And it's backlit in green, and it will be speaking to you the whole time if you choose that in your settings. And then you don't have to worry about reading it. Well, is that a good reading? Is it bad? Green is good, yellow is pre-hypertension, and red is hypertension. And this comes with batteries included.
Wow.
And there's a diagram inside of the box as well as on the monitor itself that shows you the proper way to wear it and what an easy protocol it is.
So this is really something that every single family should have. 4 easy payments of $7.85. And I believe that we have another graphic that we're going to show you.
And this is just the diagram of what the backlit colors mean, right? So the green would be a good reading. The yellow would be a cautionary or pre-hypertension. That orange is closer to hypertension, and red, of course, is hypertension. So you need to get in touch with a medical professional ASAP. So that's a really dangerous reading. But if you think about it, our cars, our cell phones, our refrigerators, our microwaves all have internal diagnostics, maybe battery low, gas gauge low, tire pressure low. our bodies don't come with that. So you can't look at someone and say, I think you have high blood pressure.
Yeah, right.
So this is the way
Which
you can
is certainly more important to know about high blood pressure than anything going on in a
course.
microwave or even your
Of
car, right?
course, of course.
And so, you know, obviously your blood pressure is not the only measure of wellness, but it is a really important tool that you should know. Now, for a lot of us, we can be told many, many times what's good, what's bad, and we instantly forget. For me, it's like in one ear, out the other with this thing. I like the fact that I can just go by the color. Oh, green, I'm okay. You know, yellow, maybe
Exactly.
I should start watching. But also, will this record?
Yes.
So if I go to my doctor
Yeah.
and they ask me what my blood pressure has been, I don't have to rely on memory or something I've written down.
Exactly. That's why it's ingenious. It stores 90 readings. So this is the case that you put it in, so it's safe
It'd be
for
like
travel.
3 months if you did it every single day.
Exactly. And you take this to your doctor and you can scroll through the memory and just show him what was going on. And it's got a day and a time of when you took that reading, so he knows. Because what happens to so many of us when we go to the doctor's office is it's called white coat syndrome. And that means when you get there, just the stress and the anxiety of getting to the doctor's office can blow a false reading.
Right.
So this is the record of what's been going on
Do
in
it
your
in your
life.
own home.
Your own home, and it's
I love
push
this.
button.
Even the case is designed to be a
Yeah.
place to rest your arm,
Right.
so you can have your arm at the right height. I think, you know, for a lot of people, we either don't check our blood pressure, we only get it checked when we go to the doctor, or I know, like at the drugstores, they used to have the ones where you would stick your arm in.
Yeah, the big sleeve.
You know, and a lot of people don't want to stick body parts now where other
Right.
people
Well,
have
this is
been. I mean, that's but also like it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Like in the time that it would take me to drive to the drugstore to get that done and maybe wait to use
You'd probably
it.
get high blood pressure getting there.
The stress of trying to find the parking spot, right? Would probably
That's what-
raise
but
my
that's what
blood pressure.
happens. Yeah, it's
so in
true.
the privacy of your own home. Listen, this would be really something we would want you to have if it was several $100s, right? Because it's an important tool. But the fact that it's not, it's 4 easy payments of $7.85, just like you should have a thermometer,
Yeah,
a scale. You should have the blood pressure monitor.
And this is a little card that I've blown up. This little card comes in your case, and this is just the proper protocol to take your reading. Remember, you sit quietly, give yourself about a 5-minute reprieve before you take your first reading, uncross your legs, and then you want to put that monitor opposite a wristwatch and hold your hand in a relaxed state for the good 40 seconds that it takes. And remember, it talks you through the whole process if you like that option. And then it gives you that reading that you can rely on, that will hold it and store it. And again, those batteries are included, and it's one push of one button. There's no apps to download, there's no complication, there's no series of things you need to do. You push the power button, and it goes through the whole process for you and speaks to you and interprets it for you.
And the reason we're not doing it live is we actually used to try and do it live, but then we'd have to sit and tell you, but if you do it, don't talk. And if you do it, stay really still. I remember
True.
doing that with you. And then
Yeah.
mine would always be off because I'd be
Right.
on live
Yeah.
television talking to you. And it's not good to show you how to use it in a way and they could say like, but don't do
But
it.
don't
like,
do it, yeah.
Don't do what we're showing
Do
you.
what I
we're
do,
doing.
not
Yeah,
what I
exactly.
what I say, not what I do.
Yes, exactly. So, but here's what's really great about this. You have your 30-day money-back guarantee, and what you get is invaluable, a way to truly measure something so important with your health,
yeah.
your blood pressure. So Denise is going to be back with us in a little bit with our Tommy Copper knee sleeves, which will go great with our today's special value. We also